What's poppin', y'all? This is Deidre with One Shot Game, man. You already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to help improve your life. The choice is yours on which route you choose to take. Now, as I always say, you get two choices: the ability to faithfully settle in the life that has been set out for you, or the ability to pave a path towards your destiny. That choice is also up to you. So before I get into the title of my video, I want to say a big shout out to all my supporters. You guys are great, and even the ones behind the scenes, I see y'all too. So look, the title of this video is going to be on the fact that understanding and being mindful that there are people in the world, you know what I'm saying, that will stay attached to you with a minimum effort because they're trying everything they can to hold you back from your own destiny because they are in competition and don't want you to get too far ahead. And what I mean by that is you'll have people around you that do just enough, you know what I'm saying, just enough to stay in your life, but not give to you the way you give to them. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not aware of how to get rid of that energy, they'll continue to live in that way. You know what I'm saying? Without you ever catching on to the game that they're playing. They just know deep down inside that there is something that keeps them attached to you, but in a way where, you know what I'm saying, you're not alive to what is actually going on. You know what I'm saying? It's creepy, but it's a very real fact. It's almost as if you got to really, truly understand who you are, right? And so it's a phase. All life is in phases. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me personally, I've been to prison. So when you wanted to order a box, it was every quarterly, which is every 3 months. So I think that the reason why it's set up like that is because a transformation is happening every 3 months, right? And what happens is you'll elevate your energy, and as you continue to grow, those people will use their thought process to slowly try to interact with what you're doing, slowly try to cut off what you got going on, you know what I'm saying? Because they're at a space where they're trying to be able to match you and get ahead of you, you know what I'm saying? Not onto the same level as you. It's a competition game because everybody's trying to play. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody sees that you're at a level that they're not at, they'll try to use their energy of who they are to come in and throw you off your path so that, you know what I'm saying, you interrupt what you're doing, you interrupt where you're going. It's all in people not really knowing who they are. So it's kind of like, how come you get to know who you are and we don't? I don't know. It's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? But it's a system designed to keep you open, and you can understand who you are, but people just choose not to. You know what I'm saying? They just have this big ability to believe that their energy could be able to detour you off your path. You know what I'm saying? I'm never going back. You feel me? Ever. Because the path that I'm on is for me. You know what I'm saying? It's not for nobody else. So once everybody stop focusing so hard on me and what I'm doing and focus on their own shit, life will be better. But in the midst of that, you know what I'm saying, once you finish and complete the process, what will happen is those people will drop off. And them coming in trying to sabotage your destiny or destiny swap with you, now their life will turn into shit because they're totally over in this side of the world, is where people who are going through a transformation process is over here into the new world. But again, so some people can see it, some people can't. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be strong in who you are. You got to be willing to know and realize that your barrier is put up against anything in the past that try to get you to come back over. You know what I'm saying? Because really, if you do that, it's going to be a benefit to other people. It's not going to be a benefit to you. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be the one drowning while they're over there living the good life. And they're not even going to come and pat you on the shoulder and say, hey, good job. You know what I'm saying? Because they're too self-centered. They're too into their own identity and what they got going on. You know what I'm saying? So again, realizing and understanding in life that to understand the process is to know that you will go through a transformation process. You know what I'm saying? But to be able to be solid in who you are is the battle. Because a lot of people couldn't handle people talking about them, throwing them under the bus, criticizing them, judging them. A lot of people too weak, you know what I'm saying, to even handle that. They will cripple fast, you know what I'm saying? Because their whole identity is based off of what other people give them, not off their self. You feel me? So you're learning something in the process, as well as letting these people know that they targeting you, they coming after you, trying to intercept what you think and your connection to what you're doing. And then after the process is over, you actually steal their power from them, and their power is cut off. You feel me? Because now they're trapped in the old life, because the energy now is to be able to be yourself. It's like a Bella transformation from Twilight. You know what I'm saying? To be able to have to go through that whole process to become a better version of yourself is something that a lot of people is not willing to go through. You know what I'm saying? What their mission is, because they are, you know what I'm saying, committed to their leader in the dark world, that is to alert when this energetic field goes off. And that means we target them, because again, your energy is like a target. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you elevate an energetic frequency outside of the bubble of where you were supposed to be stuck at, it goes off to everybody in your circle and everybody around you. So their mission is to solely try to cripple you. You know what I'm saying? To distract you, to throw you off your path. And they'll do whatever is necessary. You know what I'm saying? To be able to make you feel as if you ain't about nothing and everything they own is what everything's on. Listen, personally, me, how I feel is the fact that when you elevate your energy and you go through the process, it's not a judgment. You know what I'm saying? It's just the ability to understand you over there and I'm over here. That's two different places. You know what I'm saying? We are not the same. You feel me? And a lot of people want to make it the same. They want to cloak their energy and your energy to make it seem as if they're these people that carry this certain type of light and this energetic field, and really they don't. Because once you take it away from them, you get to see a shell of who they really are, and they're not who you thought they were. You feel me? It's like taking crack from a crack fiend. When you take that crack from that crack fiend, that motherfucker go crazy. You feel me? So again, you got to realize that's how life is with energy. You take a certain amount of energy from people, it's going to drive them crazy. They going to go insane, and they going to try to do whatever to get it back. You feel me? So that means you got to stand strong in who you are, know what you stand on, your principles, your values, you know what I'm saying? And be able to realize that the mission and the growth is for you and who you are, and not anyone else. You know what I'm saying? And again, there are certain people that learn their lessons at a certain time, not on the same time as you. But again, that's how powerful energy be. You know what I'm saying? You could be the type of person like that just be off doing your own thing, minding your own business. I don't know what it is, but that's like an alert to people. Like, why are you not doing what we doing? Why are you not in the same circle as us? Why are you not, you feel me, fucking worried about what we worried about? Because it's bullshit. You feel me? Sometimes when you move yourself out of a certain life, what applies to people that get satisfaction out of temporary satisfaction is like a 20-second nut. You feel me? They get a little couple dollars, a new outfit, they feel good for 20 seconds. After that 20 seconds is over, you feel me? They right back to feeling how they feel. You know what I'm saying? Because they get their supply of energy from others, not from their self. They do not know how to connect with who they really are. And honestly, me being in that type of space for so long, I ran to everything and everyone except for myself. And that shit was killing me. You know what I'm saying? Which was crazy. So understanding and being mindful that, you feel me? That's what it'll do if you allow it to people to do that to you. You know what I'm saying? So now it's a reverse effect. You feel me? You think that you're going to try to come in and snatch something from me that you didn't work for. Now I'm going to make sure you sit with the shit that you try to avoid. You know what I'm saying? Sit with the shit that really get on your nerves for real. And they will never admit it, you feel me? But you'll see them start to slow down. You know what I'm saying? They'll slowly start to cripple. You'll see them day by day. They be getting older, you know what I'm saying? Their appearance start going down, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because now you get the chance to live with the shit I had to live with, just because you thought that you can come over here and steal something from somebody that you didn't work for or earn for. You feel me? You're still trapped in that old life. You get a satisfaction out of walking by sight, not faith. You feel me? Those is two different things. You know what I'm saying? And again, you got to realize people be judgment. That's why they be feeling that type of way. So what? You feel me? They sold a long time ago. You feel me? And so they don't have the capacity to be able to walk by faith, because all they see is sight. You know what I'm saying? And again, if the world was supposed to be in such a certain energy where they take everything that is, you know what I'm saying, given to a person by sight instead of faith, then what you gonna do? It shows a person's true colors. People do a really good job at you know what I'm saying, not having everything they want in life, but they'll put on a good appearance like they got it all together. In real life, they don't. It be shit going down behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Difference between a lot of people and me, or a lot of people that's on the same type of energy frequency, is I'm not gonna sugarcoat or hide nothing. This what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? People be fronting like they got everything together all the time, and that's not the truth. You feel me? Niggas be really sinking behind the scenes, and they'll cover it up really good just to try to impress somebody else or look good for somebody else or fake like, you feel me, they doing good for somebody else when the whole time, you feel me, they shit fucked up too. You know what I'm saying? So listen, being mindful and understanding how contagious energy is. But you're going to have to go through a process where you go through the transformation. And when that happens, it doesn't matter how much people try to transfer their energy to you. It won't work. You know what I'm saying? It may work with other people, but that's because they're insecure in some way. So it's easy to attach to someone who's insecure because most likely y'all benefit off the same traumas. You know what I'm saying? It's a real thing. But when it's time for you to grow and elevate, they won't support you. Simply because they always imagine you would be in the same bubble. You know what I'm saying? You would stay in the same struggle like everybody else. And so again, like I said, they'll stay on just enough for you not to get ahead of them. And the moment the cycle ends and you get ahead of them, they won't call you. You won't see them. They won't look back. Yeah, because they're too afraid to admit that you surpassed them. You know what I'm saying? In their mind, they thought that as much as they held on to your insecurities and your beliefs that were like theirs, that they would be able to hold on to you. You feel me? Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? Because what will happen is the old world will eventually die. You know what I'm saying? It's equally powerful, but it will eventually die at some point. You feel me? It's going to take a process. So it's almost as if you have to do the shift, but not on my watch. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to do the work on your own. And that's where a lot of people get mistaken because, again, if I just, you feel me, pretend as if I'm this way or another way, I'm going to be able to get to a certain status to where I run from my trauma. I don't have to face it. When it actually it's the opposite effect. In order to grow, you're going to have to face your trauma and not be a runner. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to be a runner. Oh, that's too hard. I don't want to deal with that. You on that bullshit? Gotta go. I don't want to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? But now it was almost as if like you ain't got no choice to run. You know what I'm saying? You either going to deal with it or you're just going to deal with you. You feel me? But again, like I said, a lot of people live by sight, not faith. A lot of people pretend and act like they believe in the universe and God, but they don't, because they don't know the real, you feel me, knowledge behind actually believing. You feel me? It takes a whole lot of faith to actually create the reality that you feel you deserve versus one that you settle for. And a lot of people settle because of their insecurities and the way they feel and, you know, the things that they don't understand about who they are. That's a part of life. That's just how I get out. So again, you feel me? If you don't know, I just told you. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.